Hello, glad you have received our Q switch NDX picosecond laser for 350 picoseconds. You can see this is our newest model, and we will also equip the water adding stuff, also the interlock foot pedal and guide arm to show you. I will also show you how to install the guide arm and the spare parts. Okay, now before you, by the way, we will also prepare like this the treatment recommendations for precautions, after cautions, and the treatment parameters, everything, also the detailed user manual for you, so you can better and easier to operate it. Okay, before you start the treatment, you will need to prepare some medical stuff like the protective goggles and eye covers. This is we prepared for you in your spare parts list, spare parts package. Also the cotton swab, the numbing cream, the medical gauze swabs, the alcohol, the disposable gloves, the alcohol cleansing wipes. Better prepare all the stuff in medical grade. Also some ice compress bags. Also the medical hydrating mask. After treatment, you can use for hydrating. Okay. Now we are ready to, we have all installed well, the handlepiece, the guide arm. Also make sure all the interlock and foot pedals, all the connectors, all the switch was on before you start here. This is the start button. Also make sure the emergency button was off. If you pressed on, you cannot start the machine here. Okay, now let's start. Okay, when you start the machine, you can see there are four different wavelengths. We usually use the standard equipment was 1064 and 532 nanometers. For 1064, mainly used for dark ink, like blue and black tattoos. Also the nerves of Asta, the carbon peeling, the laser genius. The laser genius is the newest very popular treatment with Q switch NDR laser or Pico laser. For example, like fine lines, wrinkles, tighten the pores, reduce oil production, improve overall tone and texture on skin, get rid of sun damage and helps to diminish any redness on skin. Also some like blackheads, whiteheads, acne, melasma. Also some lentiginous, birthmarks. Okay, when you enter into the working interface, there's a setting button. You can choose different language according to your operation area. Okay, this is a device series number. This is a total counter you have used for this machine. This is the aiming beam spot size. This is a light, sound, and this is for engineer operating. So you don't need to care about this. Okay, let's back to the start working system. Standard was 1064 and 532 nanometers. 532 nanometers mainly for the light ink like red, yellow, green, or some other light colors too. Also, you can do it for eyebrow to remove black and brown colors. Also some pigmented lashes like cafe outlet birthmarks, solar lentiginous, senile lentiginous, Becker's neve, freckles, nervous spheros. This is the 532 nanometers treat for. Now you can also add different wavelengths like 650 nanometer and 585 nanometer. 650 nanometers mainly for green tattoos, while for 585 nanometers mainly for the sky blue and sky blue ink tattoos and vascular lesions. Okay, now we'll get into the. Oh, sorry, I forgot to introduce the treatment handpiece before. Every time you choose different wavelengths, you will need to check if you choose the right treatment path. This is the standard one for 1064 and 532. Also, both use this one. You can choose here. Okay, both use this one. But make sure if you use 650 nanometers and 585 nanometers, you will need to exchange different hands. This is a 585 nanometers dye laser. If you choose this one, if you exchange this different handpiece, you will have to choose this wavelength, unless you may damage the treatment hands. So let's show you how to change the different handpiece. Sorry, you can just take off here firstly. And take off it. Put this in a safe place. Okay, let's put it here. Please make sure not to fall down the ground. Okay, there's a cover. Take off it. Okay, you can see this is 585 nanometers. So here, make sure here is 585 nanometers. If you choose other wavelengths for this handpiece, it may, if you start working, this may be damaged. You will need to change a new one. But this is very expensive, so make sure every time you start treatment with 585 nanometers or 650 nanometers to make sure they are on the correct wavelengths on the working interface. As 585 nanometers and 650 nanometers mainly for tattoo removal. We will do the demo with 1064 and 532 nanometers and demonstration. Put back the handpiece to the package carefully. This is a 650 nanometer Okay. This is a honeycomb handpiece, mainly for skin rejuvenation. You can also use for white protein dough or skin rejuvenation or laser genius. This is with a very big spot size. We use 1064 nanometers for this handpiece. Take care of the handpieces. Okay, now let's change back to 1064 and 332 nanometer. Install it. Okay, then let's insert this back. You can see there is an arrow here. You see that? Yeah, this is an arrow, and here is also an arrow, this black arrow. Please make sure the two arrows are in alignment, because there are different pins. You need to make sure they make the correct hole, so you can insert it well. Okay, just insert it. It's very simple. Okay, enter into the working interface. There is a frequency. Frequency was from 1 to 10 Hertz. Usually we use for around 3 to 5 Hertz. This is a normal setting, so we use 3 to 5 Hertz. This is the energy. Energy for 1064 is from 100 millijoules to 500 millijoules. You can see when I increase the energy density is also increased. (100 to 500 millijoule). This is the spot size. Spot size you can adjust from here. You can see here is 2 presses. You can see here you can press in and rotate it. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I adjust here, the interface is also be changed. Okay, for spot size, we will adjust it according to different treatment applications. For example, for the dark circle treatment with 1064, we will use 4 to 6 spot size. But for laser genius, we can use larger spot size, like 7 or 8 spot size, or you can also exchange to the honeycomb laser handpiece for laser genius skin rejuvenation. Okay. If you use for carbon peel, let's do a carbon peel demonstration for you. Carbon peel. We only use 200 to 230 millijoule. 200 to 230. According to our customers' clinical research, we suggest you can use a little lower energy but more sessions to get a better and faster results. Okay, we can use, for new laser, we may use a little lower. We can start from 200 millijoules. And you can see now the intensity is 1.01 joule per centimeters square. Okay, now the spot size is 7 millimeters. Adjust here. 7. Let's start with 7. If you don't think you'll connect well, if you don't think you'll operate well at the beginning, you can use a little lower energy and lower frequency and the lower spot size. Before treatment, you will need to also do the skin test to make sure the client is no sensitive or some bad skin reactions to the laser treatment. And there's also contraindications, like patients with endocrine disorder, some light sensitive skin disease or photosensitive drug users. Also, some people may be in pregnancy or cycling period or has history of melanoma, serious life injury, and having taken ionizing radiation or arsenicals. Also, someone may have weakened immune system and some other problems. We'll send the contraindications for you. Also, before treatment, you will need to tell the side effects and goals for all clients who come in for the treatment, and print a consent form. We'll also send you the consent form. Print a consent form to ask the client check and sign the consent before treatment. We'll send you another video to show you how to do the carbon peeling. Okay, now let's see the different wavelengths for 532 nanometers. As we just said, for light ink like red and treatment, light colors, digital removal or cafe, or light birthmarks, solar, lentiginous. The treatment operation skills are same as the carbon peeling we just demo for you. Well, after the treatment, you will need to clean the treated area, the skin, also the treatment handpiece. Use an cotton valve, medical cotton valve. Medical cotton valve. And give some alcohol, medical alcohol, to clean the treated area. Can you see here? Every time before you start the treatment or after treatment, you will need to clean the treated area like this. For some pigmentations or tattoos, you can also use numbing cream before treatment, around 30 minutes before the treatment. For the treatment sessions, like common peel, we have just told you about 4 to 6 sessions. You can use lower energy. You can use, for example, if you want to wait for a long time, for 25 to 30 days, you may use a little higher energy, but we suggest you use a little lower energy and less interval days. For example, the standard was 25 to 30 days. You can just wait for 15 to 20 days to do the second session, but use a lower energy to avoid any pigmented lesions after treatment. Some clients may get some swelling or some redness after the treatment for tattoos or acne. Please don't worry, it's the normal things. If after the numbing cream effects gone, you can take a ice bag with bandaged with sterile gas to ice cooling down the treatment area and get it comfortable and relief. Also, please make sure after treatment, do sun protection. Please do not exposure under the sun. Also, keep your skin hydrated. Regularly and gently clean your skin. Avoid wearing any makeup, and also avoid if you get scabs after pigmentations or acne. Please make sure avoid rubbing or scratching your skin, unless it may cause some pigmented lesions after treatment. The most important is to make sure do strict sun protection. You can wear sunglasses, masks when going out, or hold a parasol. If you have any other discomfortable indications, you can also go to your medical doctor to get an advice. Okay, after all has been done, please, here we talk about the maintenance of the machine, or how to maintenance, and and for maintenance, make sure every time after the treatment you clean the treatment handpiece and protect them well, and make sure do not fold the handpiece down on the ground. Also, you can change the distilled water every month to clean the inside the water cooling system, and also to get the better cooling results. And also, if you do not use a laser machine for a long time, please make sure the power switch was off. You can take off that and put the laser on a good place in the room. Do not too wet or too dry or some bad environment. Okay, that's all we have talked about for the operation skills and the treatment applications, also the maintenance for the machine. If you have any questions about our laser or other medical aesthetic devices, you can contact us anytime for any questions. Our engineer and doctors are 24 hours online to support you. Thank you.